Hey, let's talk about the college football playoffs. We've got, I don't think there's much argument about, the 4 teams that are in there. What do you see happening?
I think you got three heavyweight powerhouses at the top. Obviously, Clemson hasn't lost since 2017, by the way, and they're getting no love in all of this. You've got LSU with the Heisman Trophy winner at quarterback.
Except they're the betting favorite, I think, against Ohio State.
They should be. Yes, they are slightly. Yes. You've got Ohio State, who with Ryan Day as a first-year head coach, they've just literally blown everyone out that they've faced. Every one of their wins has been double digits. And so, like I said, you've got 3 major heavyweights, and you've got Oklahoma, who is making, I believe, their 4th appearance in this playoff since it started, and they haven't won a game yet. So they've got their hands full with LSU in the first game, and then I think that Ohio State Clemson game out in Arizona is going to be a good one.
It seems like it's a perfect combination because it's 2 must-see games. It's that the Clemson Ohio State and the winner of that presumably against LSU, and then if you like underdogs, you've got Oklahoma playing in the first round, too.
Well, I mean, Oklahoma's an underdog on paper. Oklahoma's not a traditional college football underdog, right? I mean, that's kind of taken a little bit of a shine out of it for me. I'm really going to enjoy to watch good football because this is going to be 3 games of really good football. But, I mean, where's the storyline, right? You said it yourself. All of these teams are really good teams. And even the team in Oklahoma that's an underdog has a quarterback that has won a national championship before. So,
No, the point being that 3 in that
point. That's right,
3 in that 4th team, with all the debate against having 8 versus 4 and stuff, there wasn't a 4th worthy team out there. There were really only 3 teams that belonged.
There was. The way it played out, I mean, you had some pretty good drama during championship weekend. Utah was in a position where if they beat Oregon, they would have had an argument maybe against Oklahoma. And let's not forget, Georgia, who, if not for a ridiculous home loss to a bad South Carolina team early in the year, if they had met LSU with no losses in the SEC championship game, both those teams would be in this playoff. That would have been an SEC championship game with 2 undefeateds, LSU and Georgia, where the loser, as long as it's not a blowout, it turned out to be a blowout, but I don't think it would have been.
Nevertheless, the game of football, I think, was better served having 4 different conferences.
Yes, that would have been bad. To have an SEC championship, I mean, the people that complain about the SEC and Alabama with the special treatment and all that stuff, that would have been nauseating for everyone not in the Southeast. So it worked. It did work out right. I think the 2 matchups are going to be very intriguing, and then whoever survives to play in the championship, that's going to be great theater. It's going to be a great game. All 3 games, I think, are going to be very entertaining.
Got a team you like?
I like Ohio State, and not only because they've been so dominant, but, I mean, listen, Ohio State is good every single year. The problem is, in my humble opinion, and nobody agrees with me, the Big Ten football conference is the best in the country because they find a way to beat each other when they're really, really good. Ohio State always has that weird stumble game every single year, whether it's with Wisconsin or Illinois.
Purdue last year.
Exactly, whatever the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That didn't happen this year, which tells me they are a legitimately not only dominant in their conference team, national dominant team, I think they win the whole thing.
They think that they might be the best Ohio State team ever.
I think they might have the best player in the country in Chase Young.
Who says you take him seriously when he says he might go back to school?
There's no chance he's going back to school. Would you?
Well, no, but he said it. I thought I have to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's
Who do you like in the playoff?
Well, I said at the outset, let's remember, Clemson's won 28 games in a row. Now, I know they play in the ACC, and they really haven't been tested all year. To me, that's a bonus because they haven't been tested all year. That means they're healthy, they're rested, and all they're hearing about is how LSU is a great story, and they've got the Heisman Trophy winner, and Ohio State is cruising along undefeated, and they're getting no love. They've got a tenacious defense. They've got the quarterback who will be the number 1 pick in the draft a year from now.
Trevor Lawrence.
And they've got a coach that is a master motivator who has placed the chip on their shoulder perfectly leading into this playoff. That's who I have.
Ohio State, Clemson, and I'll take LSU. I thought the way they handled Georgia was they're a dominant team.
And they're home. I mean, the semi games in Atlanta, the championship games in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. So they're not even traveling for this playoff. So that's
wow, they picked their spot. You always talk about timing. That's timing.
That is timing.
That's timing.